I'm J. Barrick Griffiths. I'd like to thank Hollywood Jumbo for selecting One More Mountain as their first place winner in their 2020 feature screenplay competition. Let me just say, if you have lungs, you can get lung cancer. In 2010, my writing partner, Delaine Haga, and her husband, Chris Haga, found that out the hard way when Chris was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. He'd never smoked in his life. One More Mountain is their true story as they searched for a miracle during their struggle for survival. I'll let Delaine Haga tell you more about our behind-the-scenes writing process. And in the meantime, thank you Hollywood Jumbo for selecting One More Mountain as your first place winner in the 2020 feature screenplay writing competition. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Delaine Haga, and I want to thank Hollywood Jumbo for awarding One More Mountain the first place winner in the Best Original Features competition. This is a romantic drama that was inspired by a true story that I documented in my award-winning book, His Love Carries Me, and my husband's book, Cancer on Two Wheels. It's a story of faith, hope, and love that surrounds the trials and miracles that my family experienced as my husband battled stage 4 lung cancer. He had a cancer that he didn't deserve because he had never smoked in his life. After some of my friends read my book, they said that this should be turned into a movie. And so I prayed about it, and I thought, if the Lord opens the doors for this project, I'll do it. But there was just one big problem. I had no idea how to write a screenplay, but I knew somebody who did. So I contacted J. Barrick Griffiths. I call him Barrick. I asked him if he would be willing to write the screenplay for me, and he said he would love to. He said that he had read both my book and my husband's book, and he knew our family's story, and he thought it would bring hope and inspiration to a lot of people in the world who have dealt with something like what we went through. And we also thought that it would be important to inform people that if they have lungs, they can get lung cancer just like my husband did. We started this process by my sending an outline to Barrick of the scenes that I wanted in the screenplay. And then he wrote the first 15 pages and sent them back to me. We realized pretty much right away that this was going to have to be a joint effort. And so he taught me the craft of writing a screenplay. After we finished our first draft, we let friends and family and other people that we knew in the industry read the screenplay and get their feedback. One of the men in the industry suggested that we totally fictionalize the screenplay, change the characters' names. He suggested even changing the type of disease from lung cancer to something else. And he thought that we should create extra drama just to make the screenplay more cinematic. Barrick and I discussed it, and we both thought that this went against the entire purpose and the vision that we had for the screenplay. So we stuck to our guns, and it looks like it's starting to pay off for us. I have always wondered why movies don't say that they are a true story. They say that they're based on a true story. And now I totally get it. Real life is not always cinematic. And I even had to start thinking of myself as Delaine, not myself, but Delaine Haga, the character. And this was really important because we had a big decision to make. In real life, my husband and I both had strong faith during his cancer battle, but a lot of people wouldn't be able to relate to that because they struggle with their faith when trials come. So we had to decide which one of us were going to lose their faith, Chris or Delaine. Well, Chris was my role model during his cancer battle, and his book was all about his strong faith during his trial. And so I decided I would take the hit for the team, and Delaine loses her faith, or struggles with her faith, during the screenplay. Then we had to decide, when would Delaine get her faith back? Well, in the normal 3-act structure of a screenplay, that would happen at the end of the screenplay or at the climax. But I have never cared for movies who have this great big aha moment at the end of the movie because you know that's how it was written, just for cinematic effect. And I wanted our screenplay to be more realistic. And I didn't think that people in real life would have a sudden aha moment and have a sudden surge of faith again. So I made the decision to have Delaine's faith return gradually. Well, about 3 weeks after we submitted our screenplay to this competition, I was reading through my book again, and at the end of my book, I realized that I actually had 2 aha moments that strengthened my faith even more than it already was. So we added 2 extra scenes to the end of the movie, and now it fits the 3-act structure perfectly. You're probably thinking that this is going to be a sad movie, but it's not. It's inspirational, but we do take the audience on a roller coaster ride along with Chris and Delaine and the family. They'll be laughing 1 minute, crying the next, and then laughing again the next minute. But I think the audience will leave a movie theater after having watched this, and they'll have a smile on their face, but tears in their eyes. I know that I have read this script zillions of times, and every time I still get goosebumps and cry at the end of it. So I know the audience will love this story. It's a crossover faith-based screenplay that will reach a wide audience. A lot of people deal with cancer or other medical devastating diagnosis or other trials in their life, and this will give them hope and inspiration. This screenplay deals, of course, with the loss of faith and overcoming that, as well as overcoming many other hurdles, one mountain at a time. Again, I want to thank Hollywood Jumbo for selecting One More Mountain as the first place winner in the screenplay competition for Best Original Feature. Thank you very much.